What is up, Dad Bod Nation? It's been a minute, but I'm back. I guess there's a lot I could tell you about my hiatus, but it's not that exciting of a story. You don't care. You're here for the beard content, so let's get to it. This is the coronavirus quarantine edition of Dad Bod. If you're like me, you found yourself under quarantine and you're pretty much stuck at home. Whether you're lucky enough to be able to work from home or you're laid off, you've got time on your hands. I know here in Illinois, for instance, we're locked down until at least May 1st, and that got me thinking about what a great time this is for you to start growing that beard you've always thought about. Why is now the perfect time? Well, if you've ever tried to grow a beard before, you probably reached that awkward phase where you just looked at yourself in the mirror and thought, oh, geez, this is not working, and you shave it off. Well, since we're stuck at home for the weeks to come, this is the perfect opportunity for you to power through that awkward phase, let it grow out, and see what happens. It's kind of an unusual luxury that you have weeks away from work or other public gatherings, and, well, you can just, during your hibernation, grow your beard and emerge with a glorious mane, and when we reach the other side of this crisis. Okay, well, just starting out your beard is not all roses and lollipops and kittens and ponies. I'll level with you. It's probably going to itch when you start growing it out. But I have a solution for that, and it's called beard oil. Get to know it, because for as long as you have a beard, you're going to need to use it. And you might as well start using it now. Okay, so when you're just starting out your beard, or if you keep it very close to your face and short, you may not need beard oils as a moisturizer. Because being very close to your skin on your face, it's already going to get the natural oils your skin produces. But as you grow it out and the strands are farther and farther away from your face, you're going to need to supplement with beard oil. But as you're just starting to grow your beard, you'll also probably experience an itch, and beard oil is going to help with that. So it's a good time when you're just starting a beard to start the good habit of using beard oil. So in addition to keeping your beard moisturized, which, down the road when it gets longer, you'll notice that a dry beard is a brittle beard, and then you get breaks, and that's bad. So beard oil is the number one good habit any beardsman should use. Beard oils are made with carrier oils that mimic those natural oils that our skin produces. And then they're usually scented with essential oils to make you smell like a lumberjack or whatever. So when is the best time to apply the beard oil? Well, that would be right when you first get out of the shower. That's when your beard is going to be most receptive to the oil. And one of the reasons that is because while you still have moisture from the shower in your beard, the oil will displace it and kind of lock it in. And you really don't need much, just like maybe about the size of a dime in the palm of your hand. Rub the hands together and work it through and onto your skin, If you have any left over and you don't want to, you can rub it on your tattoos or whatever. It's just a general good moisturizer, and it's all natural. Now, as your beard gets longer, you might need to apply beard oil more than once a day. But remember that when you just get out of the shower, that is when it's going to be most receptive to that beard oil. And when a dry beard is going to absorb less. So remember to use less beard oil, or you're going to wind up kind of greasy looking. If you want to know more about beard oils, please see some of my other videos, but I'm going to keep going about some other starter tips as you embark on beardsmanship during the quarantine. One thing is about cleansing. Obviously, we take showers every day, and part of that is washing your face. Of course, I still use soap on my face, but you don't want to use shampoo. That was a mistake I made early on when I was growing out my beard, is that I would just kind of, as I'm lathering up my hair with shampoo, I would throw some into my beard. Don't do that. Hair shampoos are not designed for beards, and it's going to really strip the moisture out, and you don't want that. So what I suggest, go ahead and, use the soap on the exposed parts of your face. And obviously, you're not going to be able to avoid when you rinse that off. It will probably run through your beard a little bit. Just make sure it is well rinsed. I think on most days of the week, you're going to be fine just with a nice thorough rinse of the beard to clean it. But I would, once or twice a week should be sufficient to actually wash your beard. And I would not use a regular bar soap or a hair shampoo. My recommendation would be pine tar soap, because although when part of the cleansing process is removing oils, the pine tar soap actually brings nutrients back into your beard, and that's what I really like about it. The other tip I have for growing that beard out during the quarantine is don't get ahead of yourself. Don't start shaving and shaping and trimming. You're probably going to screw it up. Just first things first, let it all grow out, and then see to get a better idea of what you can do with it. I know you're going to be tempted to, shape the jawline or the neckline. Just if you're serious about this, just don't do it for the time being. Worry about it before you have to go to work. But heed my warning, you're probably going to screw it up, and I would see a professional barber, beardsmith. The other tip is, because we don't know how long this thing's going to last. It could be a month or more. It could be 2 months. It could be 3 months. So if you want to grow out a long beard, that's great. You're going to look awesome. But a bad habit that you want to avoid is constantly playing with it. And I know it's hard to ignore. It's right there on your chin, and it really helps you think when you do this. But if you need to touch it, always only touch it with an open hand like this. Don't be picking at it with your fingers, and you don't want to do that. I just had a few minutes today. Wanted to return, let you know I'm still alive, and like I said, I just thought this is a great opportunity for a lot of guys to start growing a beard and be hidden during the awkward stage, and then when all this lifts, boom, you go back to work with a beard, and you're looking great. Guys, that's pretty much all I have for today. Although I do want to, on another COVID-19 quarantine note, you've probably heard the CDC and medical experts saying it's probably not the best time to have a beard because, all sorts of nasty things can get caught up in it. But the way I see it, and I'm not a doctor, do not take medical advice from me. The way I see it is, if you're in quarantine, you're not, you have very limited exposure just to the people you live with, more or less. It's not like before the quarantine when I thought that was a concern. And while I was still working and worrying about the growing coronavirus problem before we were forced to shut down, what I did was I created a special beard oil that I felt would have some properties that would keep my beard more sanitary. Now, the FDA has not verified any claims, but I think there is, even governmental studies would indicate there is information to suggest that certain essential oils do have antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral properties. And maybe in the next episode I will talk about that formula that you can make for yourself, or I do also manufacture my own beard oil if you would like to. If you don't have the carrier oils and all the necessary essential oils, drop me a line. I would be happy to sell a bottle to you. Again, I make no claim that it's going to prevent you from getting coronavirus, but I do personally believe that it will keep your beard clean and sanitary for the most part. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for sticking with me during the hiatus. It's great to see you back, and I will see you again soon. Dad Bod out.